Hey guys, good afternoon or good evening, whenever you're watching this. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for being here. Today I'd like to discuss something that people seem to have contradicting beliefs or opinions about, and that would be the subject of affirmations. But what are affirmations and how do they work? Plus, I'll point out 3 of the wrong ways that people commonly use affirmations and how to correct them. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a bonus tip, which is sort of a different spin or take on affirmations that I came across in my research that you really don't want to miss. So again, be sure to stick around until the end of this video. First, let's get the intro out of the way. If you have not seen any of my videos yet, thank you for clicking on this one. My name is Alyssa and I have a blog and this channel called The Self Pursuit, where I discuss self-empowerment, limiting self-beliefs, and more specifically, the law of attraction. So if you'd like more information on any of these topics, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so that you can be notified when I post new videos. Also, if you do end up enjoying this video, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and comment any questions, concerns, statements that you may have. So, affirmations. Whether you're new to this whole manifestation, law of attraction thing, or you've been aware of it for years, you've more than likely come across the topic of affirmations. And if you haven't, an affirmation is a statement, typically an I am type statement about yourself or your life, that you basically repeat over and over again to yourself or just consistently throughout the day. A lot of people also write affirmations down and they post them throughout their homes so that they can see the statements more frequently. And it's a way for us to reassure our subconscious or even train it in a way to recognize these statements as facts about ourselves. And then over time, the goal is for our subconscious to absorb these statements so that we can start embodying and becoming them. So for instance, someone who's wanting more money, another money example, someone wanting more money may say or affirm, I am abundant, or I am wealthy. I am a money magnet is a popular one. Very basic examples, but you get it. So how exactly do we use affirmations? Well, as stated, a lot of people write them down so that they can go back to them continuously throughout the day. I personally used affirmations as a form of hypnosis for myself to fall asleep to. I know that sounds kind of weird, but that way when your conscious mind is quieter because you're sleeping, your subconscious can soak in information a little bit more easily because there's less chatter going on in the background. There's actually a ton of 8-hour long affirmation YouTube videos for sleeping that I found to be very helpful. Or you can always record a loop of a few positive affirmations about yourself right from your phone. I did this and I always had some nice calming music in the background to get myself in a nice peaceful mindset. By the way, I do have another YouTube channel specifically for calming music or relaxing music for meditation, yoga, studying, working, etc. It's called The Zen Out, which I'll link below in the description box if you're interested. Anyway, sorry, went off topic. So do affirmations even work? Well, the answer to that question is yes and no. They work for some people and discourage others. And the results are always based on how each person is using them. A ton of people have found life-changing success using affirmations. And then some people feel like they've hit a wall with them. So again, it comes down to how we're using them because there are right and wrong ways. So let's cover 3 of the wrong ways that people use affirmations and how to correct them. So the first wrong way, using out there affirmations. When most people learn about affirmations, they understandably get excited about the concept of them and they want to go all in with them, right? They'll start off by affirming things like, I am wealthy, I am a famous recording artist, I am a millionaire. If that statement is consciously unrealistic to you right now, it's most likely not going to be transferred and stored into your subconscious. So it'll basically be filtered out as useless information. By affirming something that's so out of the realm of conscious possibility to you, your brain is going to call you out on it by not giving you what you want, in turn frustrating and discouraging you. Now the right way To correct this, I'd recommend starting with something a little bit more realistic that you're able to consciously believe is possible for you to accomplish right now. The subconscious has no concept of time. So if you're consciously thinking that something that you want won't come into your life until way later, this process might be next to useless. So let's say you're a writer, for instance. If saying I am a world famous author with millions of dollars is too out there for you to consciously believe as possible for you right now, maybe start with something like I am so grateful now that I'm writing over 1,000 words every day, or 5 pages every day, or 10 pages a day, or I'm grateful that more ideas pour out of me every day now. Whatever you feel like would be a more realistic stepping stone for you to hit right now, go with that. So for more money, instead of affirming your millions, you can start with, I am so thrilled and grateful now that more money comes to me unexpectedly and frequently. Something. Get creative. But by doing this, you'll allow it to more easily be stored into your subconscious. And over time, evidence of those affirmations will start showing up for you. The second wrong way, using bland affirmations. After so many I am this and I am that, your brain might start getting a little bit bored. No offense. So you want to mix it up a little bit more and start using more excitement words to start sparking your emotions into these statements, which is the main element to attracting anything if you've seen any of my videos. But when you use excitement words, you actually feel more excited about what you're affirming. Makes sense. By implementing emotions into your statements, you create and fire up new neural pathways in your brain, retraining your subconscious to embody that affirmation. The right way, instead of simply saying I am something, aim for expressing emotion and gratitude. So for example, I am so thrilled and grateful now that I am ... fill in the blanks, and mix it up with more excitement words like ecstatic, happy, overjoyed, delighted. One that really resonated with me was exhilarated. So I would say, I am so grateful and exhilarated now that ... my affirmations. So keep your mind hyped by spicing up those affirmations a little bit. And the third wrong way, using affirmations in the negative sense. So for this one, I would recommend going with your instinct, because there's a lot of contradicting research on whether or not our subconscious minds are actually able to comprehend negative words, such as no, not, and don't, when tagged to affirmations. So for instance, it's suggested that if you say something like, I do not need to smoke cigarettes, your subconscious mind may be picking up the statement as, I do need to smoke cigarettes, because it didn't grab that not, which was the glue holding that entire affirmation together. So again, as far as my research took me, there's a lot of contradiction with this, and I was kind of going down a rabbit hole of information, and I needed to step away. But as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with turning a negative statement into a positive one anyway, which will now segue me into how to correct this. Flip it into a positive. Example, instead of I am so happy and grateful now that I am not struggling financially, flip that into I am so thrilled and grateful now that more money easily flows to me and solves my financial struggles. There's always a way to make it more positive. And again, it's an opportunity to get creative and see what works best for you. Because that's all that matters. At the end of the day, it's what works best for you. And as promised, here's a bonus tip and sort of, like I said, a different take or spin on how to use affirmations. If you haven't read the book of Affirmations by Noah St. John, you should. He came up with the concept of affirmations, which are subliminal questions instead of statements. And questions are incredibly powerful because they tend to entice your subconscious into solving a problem in a way. So for instance, another example, think of the negative questions that we consciously ask ourselves about ourselves. Why am I so broke all the time? Why am I so dumb? Why can't I do anything right? Why am I always so anxious? We ask negative things about ourselves over and over and over again. Sometimes we know we're doing it, sometimes we don't, but either one is dangerous. And the more we do it, we start matching the vibration of what's being asked, i.e. the example of why am I so broke all the time? You feel like a constantly broke person. So you train your subconscious to embody that of a constantly broke person. So then you're taking on that energy and the universe is listening, like it always is, and it's going to answer that question of why am I always broke by giving you reasons why. You may pick up subconscious patterns of overspending money or losing money, owing money, so you're getting more evidence of your brokenness. So to use affirmations or subliminal questions correctly, keep it positive. Why is it so easy for me to attract more money into my life? Why is my anxiety improving one day at a time? Again, get creative and be grateful. And on a side note, sort of, doing affirmations can be very powerful and helpful to a lot of people. People have sworn that affirmations have helped them boost their confidence, get healthy, and yes, people have claimed that affirmations or affirmations, whichever, have helped make them wealthy one way or another. But also be sure you're doing your inner work. I've mentioned this in several of my videos, but it's very important because you may have these subconscious doubts about yourself that could be mentally blocking you from getting the things that you want and you don't even know it. So be sure to find out what's inside of you that might be interfering with your manifestations. But anyway, that is it on how affirmations work and how to properly use them. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Please hit that like button if you did end up enjoying this video. If you have any questions or something that you'd like to add on your take on affirmations or affirmations, please leave me a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you've been enjoying these videos, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon as well. That way YouTube notifies you when I post new videos. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Much love to you all, and I'll see you next time.